I can't believe I'm actually sharing this for completely free on the internet, but here I am. Look, the 4 steps I'm going to share with you have completely changed my business but also my personal life. And it's exactly the same process that's allowed me to go from struggling financially to making upwards of $1,000 per day in profit with my business. And all of that in my early 20s and with just a laptop and a steady internet connection. And this same process has allowed dozens of my own clients to build a profitable business and to make a living doing what they love from the comfort of their home. So if this is something you're interested in, then pay close attention to what I'm about to say. Close all other tabs, remove all distractions. When I was only 11 years old, I discovered you could have a profitable online business because I stumbled upon a YouTube video, and this video completely changed my life. My goal with this video is to do the same thing for you, because if you follow these steps in order, you will make so much money, you will never ever worry about the price tag of anything ever again. The first thing I'd like to share with you is what is this opportunity. You have to realize that the internet is a very recent invention. To give you some numbers, Instagram was created in 2010, TikTok in 2016, so it wasn't that long ago, and Google was created in 1998, so only 26 years ago at the time I'm recording this video. So Google isn't that much older than me, and for you what this means is that it's great news. It means you're still early in the game. It means you can still get your piece of the pie before it's too late and before it's saturated with low quality competitors. And you have to know that according to the statistics, the number of young millionaires in the world is on the rise. And by young millionaires, I mean the amount of people who manage to become millionaires before the age of 30 years old. And I'll take my own example. Nowadays, I make over $1,000 a day in profit with my own consulting business. And the other day, in fact, I was having a conversation on Christmas with my father about it. And I told him, like, do you realize how insane this is? Being able to make so much money so young? Like, if I had wanted to do this over 30 years ago, that would have been impossible. And growing up in the lower middle class, what kind of businesses or job opportunities would I have had in my early 20s? Probably nothing. So the fact that you can make that much money online, 10, 20, 30k per month and even more, with no degrees, with just a laptop and Wi-Fi connection, it's insane. We've never seen anything like it before. It's not easy work, but if you follow a proven step-by-step process, it works. The only time I've seen this not work for someone is when they haven't put in the work. But at some point it's like, you know, what do you expect? If you don't put in the work, you won't get results, but you are the only one to blame for it. And so before the internet and social media were even a thing, if you wanted to open up a proper business, you would need to come up with hundreds of thousands of dollars, even millions of dollars in startup capital. You'd open up some kind of physical shop, or you could go for a high-paying career. So you would do your best, study extremely hard to get accepted into fancy universities like Harvard, Stanford, or Yale. But spots were very limited and the competition was fierce. And if like me you came from a lower middle class background, your chances of actually making it to the top were extremely thin because it's a small privileged world. And so both of these options, starting a brick and mortar business or going for a high-paying route the traditional way, while they could make you very wealthy, first it would take you decades to actually become wealthy. So forget about enjoying your youth while you still can, forget about enjoying your 20s and even your 30s most of the time. But they also required at the bare minimum hundreds of thousands of dollars to invest in your education or your business. So the first step of this revolutionary process is content creation. Now some people, they don't want to create content, and when I say creating content, it doesn't always mean you have to show your face. There are plenty of faceless accounts. Nobody knows who's the owner of the account, but they make a lot of money. But nowadays, if you don't make content, then you're not thinking like a proper businessman, because you don't understand that content is free advertising. So if you can have a way to get customers for free and have up to 98% profit margins, why would you not do it? That would be a very stupid business decision not to do it. So if you don't feel like creating content, you don't want to do it, have fun staying broke. On this channel, I'm sharing with you the raw, honest truth. If you don't want to hear it, you want me to tell you, oh, just resell some crappy AliExpress products which are overpriced and keep 5 to 20% in profit margins and you'll become a multi-millionaire. If you want me to tell you bullshit, click off this video. This business model that I'm sharing with you, it can change your life, but only if you put in the work and you stay consistent. And so the reason why this is number one in our process, content creation, is because like I just said, it's free advertising. So you get to acquire customers for free, without having to spend money on paid ads. And for businesses, cost per acquisition, so how much money they need to spend in order to acquire a customer, it eats away at their profit margins and it prevents them from scaling the business faster. Because if you have more money to reinvest in your business, because you've got higher profit margins, well, guess what? You can scale your business faster and make more money faster and help more people. So when you don't have any team members and you're doing this work yourself, like you're a solopreneur, your profit margins can be as high as 98%. Honestly, try to find me another business model model that can give you such high profit margins, because you won't find one. And on top of that, on top of attracting our ideal customers for completely free, what creating content also does is that it allows us to build trust with your prospects, because people get to see you, they get to feel like they know you, trust you and like you, and then they're so much more likely to become paying customers because they know you know what you're talking about, because you've clearly shown it in your content. And in 2025, people buy from people they like and trust. So for that reason, building a brand, and more precisely a personal brand, is an extremely powerful asset in 2025 and in the years to come, because with the rise of things like artificial intelligence, what's going to happen is that more and more people will long for a real, genuine human connection. So how do you make content then? We've understood why we want to do it, so how do we do it now? Well, the biggest piece of advice I can give you is that before you make a video script or before you hit the record button on your camera, first you want to be crystal clear about who it is you're talking to. And not only that, you need to know what their desires are, what problems they're dealing with, because you need to understand that people do not buy services or coaching sessions. People buy a future, an outcome, a transformation, and your product is the solution to help your prospect go from point A, their current situation, to point B, their desired situation. So to give you my own example, nowadays I help ambitious people who want to be able to become financially free through a business. That way, they can quit their 9-to-5 jobs and do whatever they like, have the freedom that they truly deserve. If you want to learn more about how we can help you, you can check out the free resources in the description below. I made a free video in which I'm going to share with you the only 3 steps you need to follow if you're serious about making money. Or you can also directly apply to book a call with me or my team, and we'll see if we can actually help you. All of the links will be in the description. But with your content, the goal is always to help your ideal customers for free. Because if your free content is great, if you hold nothing back, people will think, oh wow, he or she really knows what they're talking about. So if the free stuff is that good, then their paid stuff must be amazing. Sometimes I have people who tell me, yeah, but if I give everything away for free, then people won't buy from me anymore. But it's actually the opposite. If you hold all your information back, people will just think you suck and you don't even know what you're talking about. So you won't get any clients. Because remember, you don't sell information, you sell implementation. Most people can have the right information, but they won't even take action on it. 99% of people, you'll give them some advice, they will do nothing with it because it's their responsibility. So when they decide to go ahead and to work with you, you not only sell them information, you sell them implementation, because all the information in the world is worthless if you don't implement on it. Now in terms of frequency, you want to post at least once per day. If you're going to be focusing on short form content, you can even go to 2 to 3 posts per day. That way, you maximize your reach. And to give you an actual example, on this YouTube channel, we publish 2 long form videos per day at the time I'm recording this video. So yes, the editing isn't something crazy or super fancy, but right now it's not the goal. You have to pick a content strategy that makes sense for you. Now the step that comes after that is appointment setting, and this step is extremely important. The goal of appointment setting is to transform superficial interactions like likes, comments and followers into paying customers, because at the end of the day, when you go buy your food at the grocery store or when you go buy a brand new car at the dealership of your choosing, you're not going to buy the item that you want with followers, likes or comments. You buy it with money in your bank account. So what we want to do is to reach out to all the people that drop us a follow, a like or a comment and see if they're actually qualified for what we have to offer. We want to ask them real genuine questions, take an interest in them and see if we can actually help them or not. And if we can help them, we want to send them a link to book a call in our calendar. That way, we'll be asking them some questions, and if we can help them, we want to make them an offer to work with us. What you need to remember, however, is that up until the point we're on a meeting with someone, we're not selling them anything. The whole goal of the conversation we have with them via messages is to essentially see, would they be a good fit for what we have to offer? Could it benefit them? And if it does, great, amazing. We tell them to book a call and we send them the link. And then on the call, we go more deeply into their current situation and their desired situation. And if we can genuinely help them, then we want to make them an offer, not before. Step number 3, closing. This is the crucial part of this business model, because if you know how to sell, you will never go hungry and you will make so much money. You will never worry about the price tag of anything ever again. That I can guarantee it. Learning how to sell is the #1 skill set that completely changed my life. And it's how I went from struggling financially, not making any money, being dirt broke, to making upwards of $1,000 per day in profit. So if there's one skill you need to learn, it's sales. So during the call that we have with the prospect, we want to first ask them questions to really understand their current situation and their desired situation, their goals, their desires. Because if we can help them, we want to make them an offer. Remember, your coaching, your service, whatever it is that you sell, it's the vehicle, the solution to help your prospect to bridge the gap between where they are now and where they want to be in the future. And so me personally, I only ever make people an offer when I know for a fact they need my product when I know for a fact it is going to change their life. And I suggest you do the same, that you only sell to people that you know you can actually help. And during this call, we follow a proven framework. Some people call it a sales script. And with this framework, we are able to convert, on average, between 20 to 30% of all the prospects that hop on a call with us. Meaning, out of 10 people you talk to, if we do the math, 2 to 3 people should become paying customers. So if you have an offer for $1,000 with 3 clients, you've made $3,000. If you have an offer for $2,000 with 3 clients, you've made $6,000. So if you want to make $10,000 per month, you only need 10 clients at $1,000 or 5 customers at $2,000. And most of it, remember, is profit. If you were to do drop shipping and sell physical products, you would keep between 5% to 20% in terms of profit. So it's nothing. So this business model completely changed my life. I learned it from one of my mentors, and honestly, investing in myself and deciding to go ahead and to work with that mentor changed my life. I will be forever grateful. And that's why for you, the best piece of advice I can give you right now is to stop waiting and to just get started. This is an unprecedented opportunity and we've never seen anything like it. And I can tell you for a fact, I have spoken with hundreds of people, all very ambitious individuals who want to start a profitable business. And every single time I notice a pattern. People who put things off, they think, oh, I'll just start later, I'll do it later. They never become successful. But action takers, people who make quick decisions, they move fast, they always get the best results. So you can be like the people who just sit on the sidelines, you wait for all the circumstances to be perfect, but then nothing is going to happen. It's crazy to act like this if you have big goals, because think about this, when you're driving, do you wait for every single stoplight to turn to green on the whole way to your destination? No, because it's physically impossible. First you get to the first stoplight, you wait until it turns green, it does, you move forward, then you stop again at a red light, and you get my point. But before hopping in the car and turning on the engine, you don't wait until all the stoplights turn to green, because then you'd never go anywhere. But unfortunately, this is what most people do with their goals. They think about it, but they never actually do anything about it. So my only regret, it's not starting sooner and not getting help from a mentor sooner, because if I had, right now I would be 10 times more successful and 10 times wealthier. And what's more precious than money? It's time. You can always make more money. You can make as much money as you want. There's no limit. However, the time that you lose, you can't get it back. It's done. It's over. And so each day, each week, each month that you're waiting to get started, it's $1,000 paychecks that you're missing out on. And just like with every other opportunity, it's only there for a small amount of time. But the people who start today, they will be set for the rest of their life. That being said, if you are part of that minority of ambitious individuals who's committed about building your business so you can become financially free, I invite you to check out the free resources in the description below or to directly book a call with me or my team, and we'll see if we can actually help you. That being said, if you found this video helpful, share it with a friend, and together, let's blow up this YouTube channel to empower more individuals across the globe to become financially free. And as a thank you, when we get to 100,000 subs, I will give away $10,000.